Hi everybody, this is a video to everybody who's having problems with Skype. Now, sometimes you get these errors with Skype. Now, here's one of those errors, for example. Error getting file security. So, when you install Skype, or even if you have Skype installed and it's crashing, or it's having problems, or it won't load, it says there's an error has occurred, I'm going to show you how to fix that. And this also works with every other program. iTunes, for example, if you were running iTunes and it keeps crashing, or if you just installed iTunes and it says error, cannot get access to this file folder or whatever, I'm going to show you how to fix that. Now, computers get errors sometimes, just things happen. They're usually security errors because Windows 7 is more secure. So there's this thing in the computer, it's usually located in the registry, it's also in another part of the computer, and it allows permission to all files. What's happening is this program it's trying to install is not having full access. So this is how you fix it. And also, running it as administrator will not fix this always. This is another way. So, whatever error you're getting, you can always Google the error. I've Googled the error, I couldn't find the answer. And then I remembered fixing this on my own before with another program, and I tried this. So what we're going to do is we're going to open our browser. There's the error code. I use Google Chrome because Google Chrome is the fastest, most secure browser. And yes, I know that from experience. Okay, now I want you to type in Google take ownership reg file. And just click the top one. Okay, so we're going to download this file. It's, okay, this one's in a zip file, but you can also download it if you don't have a zipping program on here. You can also download it as a REG file. I'll leave a link below to both. Put it on your desktop and open it and run it. Click yes. I've already done this, so I don't have to. Now, open your computer, go to Organize, Folder and Search Options. By the way, this will also fix if you have problems with your mic, if Bluetooth mics and that. Sometimes, not going to be 100% sure about this. Go to View, Show Hidden Files and Folders, uncheck Hide Protected Operating System Files. Okay. Now, you're going to go to the C drive, or your local hard drive. You're going to go to Program Data. You're going to go to, well, if you're having problems with iTunes, select both of these. Right-click, take ownership. If you're having problems with your Avast or your AVG, or if you're just having problems with Skype, select both of these. Right-click, take ownership. Click Yes, give access to command prompt. Now, it's going to see, it's giving you full, complete access to that folder and every file in that folder. This will fix any error you get when you install it. If it still is not working, go to your C drive, go to Program Files, find Skype in here. If Skype's not in that, then go to your Program Files times 86 if you have a 64-bit computer. Right-click, Skype, take ownership. Now that you have taken ownership of both directories where Skype is installed, or iTunes, or whatever program you're having a problem with, then you go to install it. And Skype should load no problem. I'm not going to promise you it's going to work, but it should work. Now that you have full access, it should have not crash, or not crash as much. It should run smoother. Not going to promise you it will. And it should just function better. So, if you have any problems after you sign in, if you get any errors, just redo what I did, or restart your computer and then try loading it, because you might have to restart your computer for it to take effect. Not all computers have to do this, but it should work after that. Now, if you have a Bluetooth mic and you are having this problem and you did what I just did, now you have to open your Bluetooth program, which is usually down here in the bottom right. Mine's not running right now. I don't have it on. So I would turn it on, but I don't have my Bluetooth plugged in, so it's probably not going to start up. But what you do is you would go to Display Classic View. Okay. Now I'm going to start my Bluetooth and connect my Bluetooth mic. And I'm going to show you guys how to set up support voice over IP. Now, after you do what I just did with the take ownership, you take ownership of Skype, or you take ownership even of BlueSoleil. So go to where it's located. If you have a 64-bit, it'll be in here. And go to BlueSoleil, which is under IVT Corporation. Okay, now I want you to select BlueSoleil or IVT Corporation folder and take ownership. Click yes, which I've already done this, and then command prompt will pop up and it'll take ownership of that file. Now you might also have to do this in the program data located in your C drive. I'm not positive though. Doesn't look like there's anything here. Okay, so after you do that, then you open, you turn on your Bluetooth, make sure it's plugged in, Display Classic View, a window will pop up. You go to the options, which I'm about to show you, and you check Support Voice over IP. Try that. You probably should reconnect your mic after doing that. If that doesn't work, try deleting it, re-adding the mic, which remember the code for your official PS3 Bluetooth mic is 4000000. And if that doesn't work, it's 1 2 3 4. But if that doesn't work, you've restarted your computer, you take ownership of Skype, if you're using Skype, or if you're playing this on World of Warcraft, you take ownership of World of Warcraft. If you're still having your mic cutting out, get a different Bluetooth adapter. You need to get an updated one, because it seems like you're losing a signal. Now also, in the options of BlueSoleil, when you're in Display Classic View after your Bluetooth mic has been turned on, you can adjust settings. I'm not exactly sure, but I'll make a video showing you guys how to do that later, because I don't have all the stuff here to do right now. I mean, I have my mic, I don't know where my Bluetooth adapter is, but I'm going to show you how to do this. So, if you're all having problems with Skype error codes, if it's crashing, if your mic's not working right, if it's cutting out, disconnecting, or like you said, it's muting, which is very interesting, then you're going to have to get a different Bluetooth adapter, or you're going to have to try a different Bluetooth microphone. I also have a Motorola one, and the code for it is 1234. And you can pair like any Bluetooth device with BlueSoleil. Not this version though. I think you have to have the newest one, because I have the old one. But the newest one is almost impossible to get for free, and for it to work. I mean, it works. I've had it work perfectly, but it's too much money. But I hope what I'm about to show you will help you with your guys' problem. Right-click the purple ball, orange ball. Left-click Properties. Go to Advanced. Enable Support VoIP. Apply. Only do that if it is not detected. Okay. Now that you have enabled support voice over IP, or support VoIP, which is short for voice over IP, choose the program you're going to connect your Bluetooth mic to. So if you're using Skype, open up Skype. Now before you log in, go to the control panel. Go to Sound, if I'm not mistaken, Recording, Properties, and then adjust your levels. To adjust them almost perfectly though, I want you to go to Speech, type Speech in the control panel and click Speech Recognition. And we're going to set up the microphone, select the one you're using. Now if you're using a headset, it doesn't have to look exactly like this. It can be one that just sits on your ear. Anything that sits on your ear or on your head is a headset. If it's a desktop, click that one. If it's one you have to hold with both hands, or one hand, then click Other. Okay, now we're going to do some tests. Peter dictates to his computer. He prefers it to typing and particularly prefers it to pen and paper. Now we just did that. We tested and everything. Now it has set it up. You don't have to do speech recognition. If you want to control your computer through voice, you can though. Okay. Now that we did that, it basically automatically adjusted these levels. Oh, no it didn't. It looks like it screwed up. Well, let's readjust them. Let's turn this down. Okay, now don't worry. Even if that fails, we have Skype. Skype has its own built-in test. Okay. When you sign into Skype, go to your options, audio settings. There we go. There's your mic. Now, you would select your mic, obviously, and you would do tests. Okay. And you can make sure everything's working. So just talk to it, and you do not want it to go into the red. That's not a good thing. But just set that up. Make sure support voice over IP is enabled. Also, here's a big thing to know. Open Google Chrome or your browser, Internet Explorer, Firefox, whatever you use, and go inside your router. So the default for your router is 192.168.1.1. That's the default. Mine's different. Now, if you have a link SYS, your username will be link SYS, and your password will be admin. Mine is not though. Okay. If you have a TELUS, the default is TELUS, and the password is admin. If you have an ASUS, the username is ASUS, and the password is admin. Usually. I'm not saying that's what's going to be. That's the defaults. Now, I have a Link SYS by Kisco, wireless and home router. It's a WRT120N. Now, you should port forward. To do that, you go to Applications and Gaming, and then you add your ports. Okay? But what we're doing right now is we're going to DMZS, which gives us full complete access. So enable that. Type in your IP address. So to check out where your IP address on your computer is, you're going to click this little computer icon here. Open Network and Sharing Center. Click Local Area Connection right next to Connections below Access Type Internet. Little window should pop up. Okay. Details. Now, find your IP address. So this IP address for this computer is 192.168.1.102. So then I would type in 192.168.1.102 and click Save Settings. But I'm not having problems with my Bluetooth mic. Now, if that doesn't work, you can go to your QoS if you have it, and you can enable applications to have access to the internet, such as Skype. You want a high priority, add that. There you go. Now Skype should have no problems with internet issues over the internet. That includes voice over IP. If your mic is working fine on your side, but it's not working on the other side, on your friend's computer, your internet router or his router could be blocking you. We're not done yet. There's one more thing. Now we have to enable voice over IP on our router because we might have it disabled. Now, if I'm not mistaken, it's in Setup, which is the main page. Nope. Okay, let me find it. Oh yes, security. If you have firewall on, if you have it enabled, and you have these web filters checked, it will block Java, block ActiveX, and block cookies. If you have those blocked, it will screw it up, okay? If you have cookies blocked, it won't, when you log into Facebook, as soon as you load another page, it'll boot you off. It'll log you out because it doesn't save the cookies. So if you have any of these checked, especially proxy would definitely, and cookies would definitely affect Skype. Java and ActiveX I'm not sure about. So make sure those are not checked. I have mine disabled because I just don't want any problems. Now, to enable voice over IP. Okay, it's under administration, and it's UPnP. Sorry, Universal Plug and Play. Mine's enabled. Good. Now, after you do all this, you should probably reboot. For your, if you have a Link SYS router and it's by Kisco, reboot is under administration. Scroll down, start to reboot, or it will be under administration diagnostics. And then it will say reboot down here. Now, I'm sure that's everything. I'm almost sure I've covered everything. I've gone over this a few times. I've written this down. Well, not written down. Written it down in my head so I know how to explain this to you. If none of you understand this, what I've said, I will make another video and I can explain it to you in other ways. If you want me to explain how all this stuff happens, I can make another video explaining everything about voice over IP, UPnP, port forwarding, routers, internet, NAT, your internet cables. Oh, and that reminds me. I better say this too. If you are using your internet connection wirelessly and you're using a wireless Bluetooth mic, that may cause issues. When you use wireless internet, it goes at 54 megabytes per second. Well, most computers go that far. If you have full bars, oh, I don't have wireless connected. This has wireless built into it, but I disable it because it gives me problems. But if you have wirelessly connected to your router or an access point and you have 1 bar, of course you're going to have difficulties with your mic. If you have your Bluetooth mic and you're 10 feet away, you're going to have issues. In fact, try to have your Bluetooth mic as close to your Bluetooth adapter as possible. If you have a desktop computer and it's below you on the floor, move your desktop computer onto a table. 1, so it's closer, and 2, so you don't suck up dust bunnies. So, if you're also having problems with this, if you've done everything I've said, switch to a cable internet. And by cable, I mean use a Cat 5 cable or a Cat 6 or whatever. Cat 6 preferably, but they're really expensive. Not really worth it. But just plug in a wired cable, disable your wireless so it doesn't interfere, then try reconnecting Skype or World of Warcraft or MSN or whatever you're using. And that's another thing. I'm going to show you how to set up your MSN. So, let's go back to our router really quick, because I want to make sure our router has MSN enabled, because we don't want that screwing up or booting us off. So, administration, applications and gaming, QoS, which stands for quality of service, enabled, MSN, high priority add, oh, let's add Yahoo, high priority add, and Skype, high priority add. There. Now, if you are using your Bluetooth mic for those, you can set them up. I showed you how to set up Skype. I don't have Yahoo. I hate Yahoo, so I'm going to show you how to set up your MSN. Very simple to do. Just wait for it to open. Okay. Now type password. Okay. Now that you've signed into MSN, appear online, tools, audio and video setup, default. Now, if you have your Bluetooth mic on here, you would click your you'd click custom speakers, your speakers you choose, then choose your microphone. Right now, this is working fine. You can hear me fine. Okay, perfect. Click next. After you click next, go. It'll probably bring you to webcam settings, and looks like my webcam's booting and it's lagging really bad. Okay, I have my webcam disabled. There we go. Now it's all set up. Okay, now that I've showed you how to set up Skype and MSN, I hope you guys can figure out how to set up your Google accounts, because you can use Google Plus, which is really easy to set up, or Yahoo Messenger. Now, you shouldn't have any problems. Your mic should not disconnect. My mic did not disconnect. I had it connect to a Windows 7 home premium computer with 4 gigabytes of RAM, and I think it was a 32-bit. And I had no problems with the mic until the battery started to die. But guess what? I went 20 feet away with my Sony official PS3 mic. That's amazing. So I hope this video helped you, everybody, that's experiencing these problems. If you're having any other problems, try installing BlueSoleil on a different computer using your mic and the same Bluetooth adapter. Still having problems? Try a different Bluetooth adapter. That would be the first step. Step 2, still having the same problems? Try a different Bluetooth microphone. Still having the same problems? Okay. Something is definitely wrong. Maybe BlueSoleil isn't compatible with your version of that mic. Because there's more than one version of a mic, right? You can have different firmware versions for your routers. For your computer, you can have different firmware. Your iPod Touch and iPhones have different firmware versions. So maybe your Bluetooth mic is a different model of the Sony official PS3 mic. Because there are other Sony official PS3 mics. And I'm not saying you're using that one, but if you are using that one and you're having these problems, try a different microphone, a different company. I suggest Sony though, because Sony is the best, if you ask me, besides Nintendo. So, thank you for watching. Right now you're probably going, wow, you know a lot. Kinda. Everything I've learned, I learned off the internet. How? Googling it. Google almost any problem you get. And if you Google it right, you will find it. I usually learn my stuff from forums and from personal experience. And yes, I've had lots of experience with computers. Trust me, if you want me to make a video explaining you the things that have happened to me about computers, like my brand new laptop I bought for on Boxing Day, which was 10% off, brand new, I picked out the best computer they had, and I got the RAM exchange because I kept getting a blue screen. I had to send it to the factory. I had to send it all the way back to Acer. Because it was malfunctioning. It was a dud computer, which about 1 in 1,000 are duds. But I'm going off topic. So I really hope this video helped you, because I don't want to be like getting like 100 people going, I'm having the same problem. Can you make another video, please, Craig? But I don't mind. I don't mind. If everybody wants me to make a video explaining how to fix problems, I have no problem. I know other things too. I know how to fix Google Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer. There's so much. I've fixed, like, I'll leave you some links of things I fixed. I fixed a PSP issue I found about 4 years ago. I think it was. No, maybe it was 2. A Java issue I found about 3 or 4 years ago. It was worldwide this happened, people's Javas. I figured out how to make Google Chrome if your YouTube videos, or any video that uses Flash, was not working on Google Chrome. It was just Google Chrome it affected. It worked on Opera, Firefox, Internet Explorer, but Google Chrome it would not. I figured out how to fix that. It was a bit tricky. There's so much I could explain to you. Oh, and one last thing. This is off topic, but if you have antivirus and you don't have Avast, get Avast. Why? You're probably going, oh, Avast sucks. I had it, man. Well, a new Avast, the Avast Orange Ball of the latest version, newest version, is amazing. It has sandbox mode, and it has this thing called Web App, I think it was. And you can interrogate a plugin into Firefox, Internet Explorer, Opera, Chrome, whatever. And it will put a plugin, and it will scan web pages on Google. It'll show you if this web page is safe. Also, Avast has a virus scanning program that scans internet traffic, web traffic. It will scan every website you visit. It will tell you if it's malicious. If it's malicious, it will push it away, block it, and it will not get through. If someone tries to remotely control your computer, Avast will stop it. Now, like I said, I'm going off track. But I hope this video helped you, everybody. And I hope you don't get the problems I get with computers. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comment. If I do not reply within 3 days or something, because I check my YouTube almost every day, send me a message personally. If you're going to send me something about illegal stuff, do not post it on YouTube comments, okay? If you can speak to me about it personally through YouTube, but do not post it, please, because then you could get the government after us. We've already had SOPA, ACTA, PIPA, all those. Stop online piracy and all that. But just leave a comment, rate my videos, subscribe, and thanks for watching. Have a pleasant day, or if you're on the other side of the world at this moment, have a pleasant night.